And welcome back to the weekly market recap where we go over this week's market while keeping it as simple as possible. Now, this week we need to speak about the most important topic first, and again, that is trade wars. And it looks like the next saga did start. Then after that, we're going to talk about two assets that has had explosive years, one on the physical side and one on the digital side that honestly has been showing a good store of value. And then after that, we're going to talk about what's to come in this coming week that will affect the market. So let's get straight into it. With another week going by, it shows this week the biggest impact on the stock market again was these trade wars, and tariffs between United States and China has been intensifying again. So last week China did announce that they're going to have tariffs on the United States, and it was over 120%. So this week Donald Trump did announce that tariffs on China will be over 245%. So with these huge amount of tariffs on both sides, what effect will they have on major companies? Well, one of the biggest companies in the United States is Nvidia. And again, Nvidia is the biggest AI chip maker in the United States. Nvidia did announce that they are expecting to lose $5 billion because of sales that were going to be made to China. So it shows that these tariff wars have major effects on these huge United States companies. But on the other side of the coin, these major companies are making major adjustments. Nvidia did announce that they're going to be spending $500 billion to invest in making supercomputers in the United States. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these major United States companies make adjustments with earnings seasons coming up, are going to switch their strategy with this new landscape of tariffs on the horizon. Now, tariff wars have been having a huge impact on the stock market in a very negative way. But one asset that has been shining, and it has been shining very strong, has been gold. Gold has been an asset that has turned up tremendously because a lot of investors have a lot of fear on what's going to happen with these tariff wars. So they've been putting their funds in gold. If you look at this chart, you'll see that gold has been up year to date over 25%. But the thing is, gold might be coming to a very key resistance level very soon. And that key level is $3,400. So again, we need to see exactly what gold does when it gets to that level. Another asset that has been very interesting during these tariff sides has been Bitcoin, what people call the digital gold. If you look at this chart, Bitcoin has still been holding up relatively compared to the stock market. So right now it shows that Bitcoin might go back up to that key level I've been telling you guys for weeks of the $92,000 mark. But once it gets there, we need to see exactly what Bitcoin does, because it could go up, but from there we could have a major downtrend in Bitcoin. Now this coming week should be a big week in the market with major stories that has been brewing up this weekend going into next week. And the biggest one has been the secret war between Donald Trump and Jerome Powell. So again, Jerome Powell is the Fed chair of the Federal Reserve, and what he does is he gives these meetings and let everybody know about interest rates. So Donald Trump wants interest rates to come down, but Fed Chair Jerome Powell spoke last week and he said with these tariff climates that he does not want to lower interest rates, because if he does, inflation could go up, and it could go up in a major way. So again, Donald Trump does not like that, and he has been putting threatening news out there that he is trying to get Jerome Powell fired. So that would be a huge event in the market if it did happen. And as well, we are in the middle of earnings season, and this week we have huge earnings to report. First, on Tuesday we have Tesla, and like always, Tesla will be a huge factor when it comes to the Nasdaq and the rest of the tech stocks. And as well, Google has been a huge name this week, with them in court talking about antitrust law. So again, with those two companies being in the top 10 companies in the whole United States, so we need to see what their report card shows to know where the market is going to go going forward. So this coming week should be very eventful, but we're going to keep it week by week. And again, I will give you guys all the news. This is the weekly market recap, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.